Hi everybody and welcome back to the Girly Girl Bookworm. I has Bella today. She doesn't like me right now. She was like rubbing up against the chair like she wanted to be like in the video. So that's why she's there. I have a weekly wrap up for you today. This is definitely going to be a smaller wrap up than normal because let's just say a book took me 4 days to read this week. More on that when I get to that book, but let's just get on it. I think I have 3 books to share with you this week. Let's see. The first book that I read was Pretending to Dance. Why does this always do this to me? Pretending to Dance by Diane Chamberlain. Yes, the book has already gone home. So that's why I'm showing you this instead. So I'm going to put this down just because of the glare. But Pretending to Dance by Diane Chamberlain. Unfortunately, this is probably my least favorite Diane Chamberlain book that I've read by her. I gave it 4 stars. This book just came out on October 6th or October 7th. I can't remember if it came out on my birthday or my dad's birthday. So I was really excited to get it, and I ordered it for my birthday, and then I read it, and it was just kind of just different. It took place like her normal books do, where it goes back between the past and the present, because usually there's a problem in the present and that has become a problem because of what happened in the past. That's usually kind of how things go. This one was about a girl named Molly, and she is trying to adopt a child, and she kind of has kept secrets from her husband about her past, and so obviously we go back and visit her past. I wanted more present. I felt like this book was really focused on the past, and I really missed having more present moments. It was still there scattered throughout the book, but I just wish there was more of it. And then the one thing that basically docked it the whole star is the immaturity of the main character in her past. She is 16 years old. No, 14 years old. She's 14 in the past. And it was like reading an adult book with YA contemporary thrown in. And you know how I feel about YA contemporary. Just very naive, making really kind of silly mistakes of life. And I feel like she was like trying to be more mature than she really was, which made her just more naive and stupid. I felt like it was just really hard to relate and get into because I was just finding it more comical than anything. Like, I know I was a 14-year-old girl once, but like, I don't know. It's just like things that she was doing. Like, granted, I understand like there's curiosity with sexuality and things like that when you're 14, but I felt like she took it too far, and I don't know if it's just me being a naive 14-year-old girl when I was 14, that like I just wasn't exposed to that kinds of things, or if, I don't know, it was just a really interesting thing, and I just didn't enjoy it because of that factor. But like other than that, like the rest of the book was just regular Diane Chamberlain goodness. So that's why it was still 4 stars. It was just the immaturity that I just could not handle. So then after that, I decided to pick up Sisters Red by Jackson Pierce. And just a reminder, both of these books have reviews on my WordPress blog. So I will link that down below if you want more information about what I thought. For Sisters Red, I also gave it 4 stars. It's one of those books that I had been wanting to pick up for such a long time, and then whenever like I possibly could have gotten the chance to, actually I really haven't gotten the chance to, but like I've never gone out of my way to find it and get it, which is interesting. It's a fairy tale retelling, obviously, of Red Riding Hood, and it's about these 2 sisters, and one day they are attacked by a wolf. It's like in this world, like these men can be like turned into wolves, so they're kind of like werewolves, and because of this, the 2 sisters are now like hunters. One of the sisters is 16, I believe the other one is 17 or 18, and their friend, who is 21, he just turned 21, And they kind of like hunt down these werewolves. So that's kind of their storyline, is that they are trying to find and stop this one specific thing from happening with the werewolves. And this just takes wolves to like a whole nother level, I feel like. And again, the only thing I disliked was the love story. It's so funny because when I was a teenager, I loved YA contemporary. I loved romance. I still, like, when I started reading again for fun, like just in summers, I would always go to the adult romance section. I feel like now romance ruins books for me, if that makes any sense. Not all books, but like certain books where it's like a fantastical element and things like that, and then it's like, and then the love story, and I'm like, I don't want the love story, I just want everything else. Especially this love story kind of creeped me out. You know, kind of from the synopsis, that it's going to be the younger sister and the friend. And I'm sorry, what 21-year-old man wants anything to do with a 16-year-old girl? Just kind of creepy. It just didn't settle my stomach in the right way. I just felt like it didn't add anything to the story, and it wasn't really beneficial. Like, I don't understand. Like, it was like almost that one main character's like main point, like, of like plot. Because it does rotate perspectives between Rosie and Scarlet. So like, Rosie's was like all like in love with the other character. I'm blanking on his name right now. So like, it was just kind of like not necessary in my opinion. Will I continue on with this companionship of novels? I'm not too sure yet, because I think they're just companion novels, so I may or may not get to them. They're not on my high priority list right now. Now for the book that took me 4 whole days. I read it Saturday. Not much, because we had football game, Patrick's football game, and then other events. I don't remember what we did that day. We had a movie marathon, so can't read and watch movies. Then Saturday we had people over here. Sunday we had people over here for the Patriots game, and then passed out like right after. So I didn't really read that much because I was like hosting and like going crazy. And then Monday I read, and then I had like 150 pages left yesterday, and I almost didn't even finish yesterday because we went to a hockey game. So we came home, and we at like 9:40, and I was like, I'm powering through these last 50 pages. If anything, like, I need to finish this today. And that was The Silkworm by Robert Galbraith. I have yet to write a review on this, but I'm going to very soon. I gave it 3.5 stars. I liked this one a little bit less than I liked The Cuckoo's Calling. This is the sequel. If you didn't know, this is also technically J.K. Rowling. The third one, The Career of Evil, just came out, so that's why I was kind of really wanting to finally pick this baby up and read it. And in the beginning, I was like, why did it take me so long to read this? Like, I was so excited, and I was like going through it, and then it hit the part where it's just kind of dry. Like, this mystery, the detective, Strike, he is very, like, not a lot of action happens. It's very much like finding the person, questioning them, finding another person, questioning them. So it's not really like a really intense read. And for 455 pages, that's kind of hard to get through. And I think I just really liked the case and the storyline better in the first one. But not that the storyline was any worse, but I liked because the first one kind of had to do with the model and the fashion world, and this one was more like the publishing world and writers. So like, they both have like good things, but I just felt like this one was way darker and more disturbing than the first one was, so that's probably why I didn't enjoy it as much. And the fact that it just was very slow to get through, I'm not saying I disliked it at all. It still had its charm and its like that I did enjoy, but like, I just liked the first one better. And the fact that I gave the first one a 4, I couldn't exactly give this one a 4 too. So, especially since I did like it a little bit less, which is why I gave it 3.5 stars. I don't know when I'm going to get to Career of Evil, just because I just read this one and this one took me a while, so I might even just wait a couple months before I pick up the other one. I did get this one on Thrift Books, so maybe I'll wait until the next one comes out on Thrift Books. We'll see. And then the book I am currently reading is The Future of Us by Jay Asher and Carolyn Mackler. Yeah. I'm 36 pages in, and I think it's so fun because I just remember the day of AOL and the dial-up internet and instant messenger. So I think it's really fun, especially a day before Facebook, because I remember having no Facebook and just reliving those days. So far I'm really enjoying this and I can't wait to finish it. So that is all I have to wrap you up on this week. Only 3 books, kind of sad, but that's okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I